Most organic insulation catches fire easily, causes flashover and the release of poisonous gases, both very dangerous in a building fire.
Polystyrene is a material we're all very familiar with. It's cheap to produce and it has excellent insulation properties. But just look what happens when I set fire to a piece of it. Now, in a controlled experiment here in the lab, it burns very quickly and produces a lot of highly poisonous smoke, which is fine for us because it vents out to the top of this fume cupboard. But in a fire in a building, you get flashover. The fire spreads rapidly from room to room, often beyond the control of firefighters. Now, this is polyurethane. It's actually a better insulator than polystyrene, and it doesn't burn as readily. But if we do subject it to a sustained heat, the consequences can be even more serious. Once polyurethane actually starts to burn, it burns with a fierce intensity and produces a huge amount of smoke, which actually contains incredibly poisonous cyanide gases. Now, this is P.I.R. It's a derivative of polyurethane with the intention of making it more fireproof, and it is. But let's see what happens when we put the flame to it. Up to about 400 degrees C, the P.I.R. chars rather than burning, but past that it starts to burn, and once it gets going, it's almost as bad as the polyurethane. If you're really after a fireproof insulation material, there are a couple of alternatives. As we've already noted, mineral wool is very good, almost totally fireproof, but it has problems when it comes to water and moisture. And then there's Pyrofoam. It doesn't have a problem with water or moisture, and it's fireproof, as I'm about to show you. In fact, I'm so convinced of the fireproof qualities of Pyrofoam that I'm going to put my hand on one side of that 70mm thick piece of Pyrofoam, while Dave here applies a 1000-degree blowtorch to the other. Oh, and I'm going to take the glove off. Fire away, Dave. Well, I needed a bit of convincing to do this, but it's all really quite undramatic. After at least 2.5–3 minutes, there's only a slight tingle from that 1000-degree blowtorch that's only, well, less than 70mm from my hand now.